In today's take, I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard. I want to talk about the comments that were made by Shannon Sharpe, and are they fair or unjust? But before we get into that, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you get the newest and the bonus content first. We put out content every day so you won't miss any here. Now, I want to start out by saying this. It's like Shannon Sharpe and the rest of the media, it seems like they make Kawhi Leonard out to be not such a fun guy as the theory is around Kawhi Leonard. But I still think he is a fun guy. I still think he is a good guy. I still think he is, one of the best superstars in the league. But I definitely think the comments from Shannon Sharpe are being listened to by Kawhi. I definitely feel like Kawhi listens to Shannon Sharpe's comments, and I feel like he listened to his and Stephen A. Smith's the most. A lot of the other, analysts, maybe Jason McIntyre or, Nick Wright or somebody like that. I don't feel like he listens to people like that, but I feel like he hears more of the comments from Shannon Sharpe's and, Stephen A. Smith's and people like that. I just feel like he hears those the most, or those are the ones he pays attention to the most. And so today on Undisputed, Shannon Sharpe comes on there, and it was almost like he was waiting for this topic to come up, because it's like he was just fiending for it to a degree. And then he comes out there in his opening after Jenny asks him the question, and he says this.
You laughing?
Yeah.
You should be crying.
No, I ain't crying about anything. Because what this tells me about Kawhi is what I always knew. Because here's the thing. People think, oh, Kawhi is so quiet. He's not on social media. Kawhi is the biggest diva in the NBA. Let this have been LeBron James. Oh, my God. No. I give you one better. Let that been KD. Oh, my goodness. Let somebody say that KD rubbed them the wrong way. LeBron rubbed them the wrong way on the court. Practice schedule is set around him. When you leave, it's set around him. Let that be KD.
Listening to Shannon Sharpe sometime, I do like his commentary. I do like the way he comes off a lot of times. I love his humor. But in situations like these, when it comes to Kawhi Leonard, not only because Kawhi Leonard is my favorite player, but just the fact that you're talking about a player as in like he's not a great player. Every great player in the NBA, NFL, any sport has some diva in them. But for Shannon to come out and say that he has the most diva in him, he like more than LeBron, it's really unfair to say that, because how does he have more diva in him than LeBron? I mean, it's just that his is not broadcasted and LeBron's is. It doesn't mean he has more. It just means that he's a diva. He has diva in him just like LeBron does and a lot of other superstar players. To me, Shannon comes out with the notion as in like Kawhi should be hated because of the divaness that he shows and, pass me the damn ball mentality, things like that. I mean, he acts like almost he acts almost as if Kyle Lowry said something bad about Kawhi Leonard. Kyle Lowry didn't say nothing bad about him. Kyle Lowry was just stating the facts of how Kawhi is, because he was asked a question and he answered it. He answered it truthfully. He said Kawhi is the way he is. He's the killer mentality type, which he is. I've always said Kawhi Leonard is a killer at his finest. I mean, he always comes out with the mentality. He wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the guy, and he can deliver. He has delivered on more than one occasion. That's why he has more than one championship. And he's a top player in the league. And there's really no debating that. So I don't really understand how some of these media fanboys of LeBron always want to criticize somebody who's going at LeBron or is a potential threat to him. Now, damn well LeBron James has diva in him. So why are we criticizing Kawhi Leonard as in like, we should be 100% surprised, or like he is any different? And to me, what makes him different is he's not going out here posting things on social media and things like that. He's out here doing what he's supposed to do, going out there playing between the lines and giving it all he's got and playing at the high level. And that's all you can ask from a player. Now, of course, when you want to win championships, you have to push your players around you a certain way. to act a certain way, to know things like, hey, in situational moments, I need the big shot because I can take and make it. I got to eat. And that's what everybody on the other team, or excuse me, on the team has to understand. Now, I understand that maybe Kawhi can do some things different or better, but who can't you say that about an NBA? Every player can do something different or better, or their approach and how they do things in regards to the team and how they come off or how they rub people the wrong way. But don't make it seem like Kawhi Leonard's the only guy that's rubbed people the wrong way. Like I said in yesterday's video, they're just going to use all this as ammunition against Kawhi Leonard because the hatred for him is really high. Ever since he won that championship in Toronto and went to the Clippers, it's almost as if he went from the superhero of the NBA to the biggest villain in the NBA. And I stand by that statement because anytime somebody's a threat to LeBron by any mean or any stretch, they're no good. They're a villain. They're not as great as he is. They'll never be as great as he was. All these things. And I never understood that about a guy like Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I really didn't. The guy doesn't speak. He doesn't do anything wrong. You know, he lets people talk and say the things they want to say. But I mean, he's human at the end of the day, just like everybody else. So, I mean, I wish, you know, Shannon and some of the other ones, I'm pretty sure Jason McIntyre or Nick Wright or somebody going to have something to say about it here soon. So don't be surprised to hear some gibberish from them because that's all it is. I won't be surprised to hear their take or one of their takes on the situation here because it's just going to make them go into the mode of saying, oh, that's why he's not a leader. That's why he's not this. And, you know, that's why he's not that. And then Shannon Sharp sits there and say, when is Kawhi? When is it going to be Kawhi Town? Well, first of all, Shannon Sharp, you were the same guy that sat up there on that podium and said a month or two ago, if it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard getting hurt, they would have made it to the finals. You were the same one who said that. So it's like, don't act like Kawhi Leonard doesn't have the capabilities to help drive this team to win championships, because he does. It's just that whether he'll do it or not, we don't know. And that's only because we don't know because it hasn't happened yet. So, I mean, you know, it's like I said before, the media is always going to use everything they can against Kawhi Leonard because it's almost as if he's an open target to them. And I really don't understand why. But hey, let the man live. Let the man be who he's going to be. I mean, I respect the hell out of Kawhi. I think he's a great player. And honestly, he's my favorite player in the NBA. And I just don't see why other people, or should I say media, whoever, don't respect him either. Yeah, you try to compare him against LeBron James, all these things. Kawhi is just Kawhi, and that's it. So, I mean, LeBron got diva in him. Kawhi has diva in him. Who cares? So what? I mean, it's a part of the NBA. It's a part of being a superstar. Shannon should know that. You know, he was a star player back in his day, and you can tell just by listening to him on TV, he definitely had diva in him when he played as a player. So it's you know, it's just one of those things. Like I said, nobody's saying nothing bad about him. Even Lou Williams made a comment about Kawhi Leonard, about how he practices and takes him damn near all day to get himself together and how he moves. He just moves really slow, things like that. It's not no shot at Kawhi Leonard. These are just things that's being brought out because of questions that are asked and the fact that, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is how Kawhi is, just speaking on the guy. It's not really speaking nothing negative about him. But like I said before, the media like Shannon Sharp and other NBA analysts or so-called analysts out there who are fans of LeBron are always going to say something negative about Kawhi Leonard if anything like this gets out, which is specifically the reason why I said yesterday I was hoping that this, you know, with the Kyle Lowry situation, I knew it was going to throw fuel to the fire basically in other situations, because every analyst is looking to come at Kawhi Leonard for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. But hey, that's my take on the situation. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and leave any comments so we can engage as always. And Cali out.